Hi, everybody. How are you guys doing today? Becky Raney here, and I'm coming to you today on a Friday, and it's starting to rain. It's going to be raining out, so I'm coming from my office instead of outside jogging around, which I've been lazy the last couple days. Been busy. How are you doing? I hope that you are going to have a wonderful weekend. Today, I want to come to you and talk to you about a wonderful conversation about a vine for vineyards. So, when you go to a vineyard, like for making wine, there was a couple telling a story about where they went to the vineyard and they saw how beautiful the vineyard was growing. The vines were just really just huge and out of control, really big. And they said, "Wow, you're going to have a really good harvest," to the winemaker. And he said, "No, actually, that's not a good thing. You actually want to trim back and cut back the trees and the vines so that that way you'll have a better harvest." So it's very misleading. You think that if you had big, beautiful branches and all these flowers and were all these that you would have a really good harvest. Actually, what it's going to do is those branches actually will take away and starve the nutrients and make a less than average process, right? So, like, I have some apple trees in my yard, and I remember a girlfriend was over here one time and she said, "Oh, you gotta take off, cook about half of those apple seeds. So you know how the little flower blooms and then you start getting a little apple?" She said, "Take half of those out, and then you'll have really big apples." And I'm like, "No, I can't do that. I can't take away some of those other apples. They matter, they mean something." But she's right. If you actually take and pull those apples off. Looks like we're having some streaming problems here. If you can't see me, I'm sorry. But it looks like if you're having, if you have a big apple tree and stuff, and if you do that, you will actually have beautiful apples. And so I still have a hard time doing that because I love all the flowers and stuff, but I'm going to try it this year. Now, how does that relate to running a business? You're probably wondering, what is she heck was she talking about? Well, when you have a yard and you have dandelions growing in the yard, you don't want to let the dandelion weed actually take over all the grass, right? So sometimes there's people in your business that may not be the right fit. That's okay. They're beautiful people. Dandelions are really pretty, right? But it's just not the right place to be growing. There's a better place that they will actually benefit and do their purpose. And so when you're running a business, you want to consider all the energy and the time that you're spending with people to make sure that you can actually have a strong team and really produce lots of fruit. So sometimes trimming back those extra vine branches and things that seem to be healthy or seem to be that they would be really good for your plant, for your harvest, but they're really not. So take a look at your business and see where you're spending most of your time. And I'll guarantee you, you're probably spending most of your time, it's the 80-20 rule. 20% of the people who are doing really well in their business don't need your time. It's those 80%, those other people that are only doing 20% of the volume. So take a look and see what that is. And hi, Arvid. How are you doing today? I hope things are going well in India. You're up early. It's good to see you here. And but yeah, take a look and see what's going on and in your business. And sometimes just take a trim, look back, and they probably would be thankful. I remember when we ran our print shop, we had a season where we printed a huge project and we had over 72 employees working 3 shifts. And it was incredible working all over those shifts and stuff like that, trying to manage all those people. And I felt like we weren't getting any production done. I thought hire more people, still trying to get the production done, and it was not happening. So, taking a look at automating systems, what are systems that you can put in place to systemize and to make it easier so that if you weren't available, they could still operate with you, right? So, go ahead and take a look at those systems that you have, put them in place. The example was given like if you don't pay your credit cards online or have all your bills being automatically paid, that is a way that saves you time, right? And it does. I actually did that last year. As I used to always be afraid of actually paying things online, and I really wanted to be present to my bills were and where what was being paid. And it does matter. You needed to look at that stuff too. But you don't want to miss your payments either. You want your credit to be really good, and sometimes you get busy and you may miss a payment, and it's not a good thing. And so, automating your systems to make your life easier. And so, what is that you can do today? And take a look at the branches, see what you can trim away. And so, systemizing and making yourself work in a smaller aspect so that way you can do a lot more. So that's my thinking for today. I hope this was worthwhile taking a look at. And I would love to hear from you. What are some of the things that you do that you think are really great systems that make your time, that takes your time and makes it more efficient? And what are the things that you do that you're trimming away and making it smaller and less dragging down or pulling the nutrients from you? So I hope you have a beautiful weekend and take care. Love to hear from all those things. So all in on oils, everybody. Take care.